ladies, we are going to do a beautiful makeup tutorial as usual here in the bathroom. I'm going to be using Chanticai's new Cheetah palette for fall 2024. They sent this to me recently and I wanted to feature it because it's so beautiful. They had sent me the turtles, if you remember, the sea turtles. They had two palettes. One was cool, one was warm. And I featured these on my channel back in the early part of the year. They partnered with the Amazon to do the Save the Sea Turtles, and I think it's a really wonderful program. So now we are back with the cheetahs, beautiful packaging with the cheetahs on the front of this compact, and then you have two mattes and you have a sheen in here that's really beautiful for fall. I think this is going to look really nice. I was tempted to use it before this video, but I didn't. I wanted to have my real experience with you in real time, so we can see how we really like it. I'm going to be mixing it with some of my staples that I always use. Nick Ray was my lipstick. Ballerina Rose I'm bringing out today as my blush palette, so I'm very excited about that. And we're going to start off with Dr. Gross. This is a new Blur and Repair cream. So I like these kind of packaging. So you push down, comes out the top, you sweep across, and you do not contaminate the rest of the product. That, as an esthetician, for me, this makes sense because you're not dipping your hands into the cream, not having to use something to like pull it out. So this is really nice packaging. I see a lot of companies doing this. There's somebody else that I had that gave me that also, that same kind of packaging, which I think is really wonderful. So we're going to do this makeup tutorial, then we're going to end up in the closet. I have some new beautiful pieces that I bought on consignment that I've been waiting for this one, and I'm so thrilled. It came in just the perfect color, navy. So I've been looking for that. I'm going to share those with you. I have some affordable pieces that I also bought that I think that you might be interested in. And we're going to kind of map that all out in the closet. I do have something else I want to show you that I did recently that I sometimes do for myself. It's really special. I don't know if anyone else does this, but I'm going to share with you what I did and how it makes me feel. So let's go in with our eye primer. And we are going to first use the eye primer. As you know, this is going to neutralize out your eyelid, so you don't have any of that pigmentation, base of the lashes all the way up to the brow bone in that inner corner. So this is going to allow your eyeshadow to last all day, be true, not be muddied up with, especially when you're using more neutrals, be muddied up with your actual skin color. You want your eyeshadows to look really, really beautiful and the actual color it is in the compact. Let's look and make sure that everything is blended. I have to say, the older I get, the harder it is for me to see far away here without my glasses. So we will just have to work around that. So let's go in with the eyeshadow palette. I'm going to use the middle color first. I'm going to use my flat eyeshadow brush, and let's see. I don't know how much pigment this is going to be right away, so I don't want it to be too dark, but I find that their eyeshadows are not overwhelming when it comes to the pigments. So you have a good handle on applying these. So I'm going to just do the whole lid. Now I'm going to go in with the lightest color. Let me just flip the brush around. I'm going to do the brow bone with this. Now I'm going to go in with the darkest color. It's a sheen, and it does have some little micro glitters in it. Let's just see how this comes out. I do find I have to work a little harder with their shadows to get that color going, but it is very beautiful. Just don't know if you see too much of kind of like, it's not as dark as I would like it to be, but if you're looking for a little bit softer, this might work for you. I'm going to, because I don't feel like I got it dark enough with this color. I can't, even though I keep layering, it's not dark enough. But for me, I want a little bit darker. So I'm going to take out of my Strong Brew palette, this is an all matte palette, I'm going to take the darkest color here. I'm going to go in with my short smudge brush And I just want to, this is what I want. I want to see a little bit of that darkness in this corner here, just to enhance it a little bit. I'll clean that up in a minute and then I'm going to take it underneath, but I just can't get that with this darkest color that they have. Nothing wrong with mixing palettes or getting the look that you want, because I do want a little bit more power to this eye. I'm just going to take all my eye makeup remover pad, because I did get a little carried away right here. Take off just whatever is falling down there. So we're going to just do the same thing on the other eye. Left eye sometimes is a little messy, so we'll just take the eyeshadow blending brush and we will just work that out. I'm going to curl my lashes with my Shu Uemura eyelash curler. I'm taking my dark chocolate waterproof eyeliner and I'm going to go right to the base of the lashes and just enhance this look. I bring it up just a little bit at the very end. So that's what I always like to do, is like I like to lift the eye. So I go to the base, so I'm in the lashes. Then when you get to your last lash, you want to lift up. So you want everything going up. You don't want it coming down. It's almost like a little baby wing, but I don't wing mine out because I really can't do a lot of winging action, but I will bring it up so it looks like I have this lift at the end. So just that little lift. Now we're going to go into our volume up mascara. Taking my mascara and I'm going to the base of my lashes, wiggling back and forth, going straight up. So you're going to see that this will grab every single lash. I like to go really slow too at this base and then pull up, because I'm really getting that full look to the lashes. So you can see that I have the lashes on here, the mascara really giving me that nice beautiful fringe, and nothing over here. So this is a really beautiful mascara. I'm really excited about the reviews that I've received since I've come out with this product. It's really, all the effort in working with the engineers with the wand and the formula and making sure that they're both compatible and it did what I wanted it to do is really gratifying. I mean, it's always a little nerve-wracking when you're coming out and reformulating and repackaging, and I really feel that it's working for you, these products, and it makes me feel so happy. Mascara is on. Now we're going to perfect the skin. So I'm going to just put on a little of my color corrector, just peachy. I go right underneath the eyes like this. I come down a little bit more because that's what works for me. I'm going to take my angled concealer brush and I'm going to work this in underneath the eye all the way out, and then I'm just going to come down. I'm almost like basically giving this little airbrush kind of look to the skin with this brush and this product. So sometimes if I have a little extra, I'll just bring it down into the areas that might have a little bit of discoloration. I'm not using my face primer because I feel that the serum foundation has like this built-in face primer already. I felt like it was a little too much for my skin, but you'll have to decide that for yourself. Creamy concealer in light. I'm going to make sure that I just place it. I'm going to just let it set up, just placing it like this where I see a little bit of that darkness right there. And then I'll just leave it a second. You have to shake your serum foundation. That is something that's very important to do before you drop it out. So I'm going to drop a couple, you know what, I'll just do maybe, I don't want to use too much, but I'm using the brush. So you can see how it's so thin, it's so beautiful. There's a lot of serum foundations on the market that say they're a serum foundation and they go on super, super heavy and they're like mask-like. I was very surprised at some that said that. And I thought, this is not a serum foundation. So I'm going to use my foundation buffing brush. I'm going to basically season the brush, and then I'm going to go in to buffing on my skin. It's so beautiful. And I have to tell you, yet last night when I looked at my skin, it was like 11 o'clock at night. I was like, it looks so good. I was like, wait, I'm wearing the serum foundation. It just looks better and better as the day goes on. And I recently said this on Fierce Aging. I exclusively used this when I was in Las Vegas because it was so hot. It was 115 was I think the top it got. So it stayed around 110. And I thought, let me just see what happens with my serum foundation. Is it going to do something weird or is it going to, last? It looked so good. I was really impressed. So I kept using it the entire week because I wanted to see what really happened. I knew what the BB cream does because when I was testing out all my formulas with the BB cream, this is when I was at the old studio, I was always going to the dumpster and I was, packing up all the USPS, all those bins, and I was outside and I always had a jacket on and it was hot. It was really hot. In the summer of Florida, it was very hot and humid. So I tested out that BB cream doing that consistently for over a month. And I would go out and I would spend all this time doing that. And I would come back in and I would look and say, did it break down? Does it look awful? Like what's going on? And it looked so good. So I was really thrilled because I put it through a lot of heat and a lot of like being uncomfortable. Like I shouldn't have been wearing a jacket, but I wanted to see what happens if I was like hustling and out in the environment and it was hot and humid. And so that's what I did. So it was really interesting when I was in Las Vegas to test out this serum and put it through that heat. I'm going to just now push down that concealer that was just kind of marinating and setting up to give me a little bit more coverage because I let it just sit there for a second. So then you have this really beautiful skin now, right? This is made for mature skin. I really, really am thrilled when I see it. I've used it multiple different times now in Fierce Aging on totally different skin types with lots of different wrinkles, lots of pigmentation, texture, and it just looks really beautiful. And I just love that this gives me so much confidence. When I look at my skin like this, it really just feels great. It doesn't feel heavy. It's just really quite impressive, I have to say, because I have not been that impressed with serum foundations on the market. I did love the Chanel. I've used that forever. I loved the La Mer serum foundation. And so I just wanted to make it better than what I had been really loving. So that's what I did. And I'm going to now do a little setting with the Nikita Banana underneath my eyes. So this is my brightening powder. And I'm going to just take the eyeshadow blending brush. I use this just for the Nikita Banana for underneath my eyes. I just want a nice little dusting to set up that color corrector and the concealer. I'm going to use a little waterproof Cameo lip liner on my lips. I'm going to take my Knit Ray that I love using. Nice and creamy, high shine, nice and moisturizing, and then I'll take a little Manifest and Glow over. All right, so I'm going to take my blush brush and I'm going to go into that first color that's almost like a contour color. I'm going to give a little contour right here at the base of my cheekbone, not too far down, just right here. Now, what I'll do is I'm going to pop it with the pink in the middle. Just a little bit, not too much. So I have that fresh, pretty pink on my cheeks. Then my last step will basically be taking my milk chocolate and just combing my brows up. I do have a couple gray brows in this right brow that like to peek through, so I'm going to just cover them. What's important to note is that less is more with the serum foundation. You don't need that much. It really nicely spreads on the skin, so if you're going to put too much, I really should be using about 4 drops, and then if I need more, go back instead of having too much on the brush. I feel that sometimes I get a little carried away and I'll put too much on and then I notice it. So you just want, and if you're using your fingers, it's really beautiful too. You can put it on in this area here the most and then work it out to the outer part. I don't suggest using it with a damp sponge. I feel like you're going to take too much of the product away and not get enough on the skin. So I would say use your fingers or use a brush. You can use a foundation buffing brush if you want to, or you can use a flat foundation brush, depending on kind of what kind of application you want and what kind of skin texture you have. So I think that this Cheetah palette is really beautiful. I just wanted to darken it up a little bit. That is fine. You can use anything that you want to enhance your eyeshadows. You don't have to use it all from one palette. You can mix and match if you want to. I just wanted that ending to be really pretty, but I feel that this is a really nice palette for fall if you're looking for something that's just a little bit different. It goes back to the Cheetahs. It's a really nice a program that they have at Chantecaille. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into the closet. I'm going to show you some things like I had mentioned that I really like. I'm going to mention something that's here on my countertop that I have mentioned before, but I'm going to just mention it again because I get a lot of questions about it. So my nails that I wear since May, I think it was, I found these on Amazon. They're called X-Coat Tips. They're so beautiful. They last forever because I got the best glue. It's really about the glue. So before I had told you when I got into that Uber and my nail popped off and the Uber driver like totally freaked out. I freaked out, so embarrassing. I was just like, this is not gonna work. Like I cannot do this if this is gonna happen. Because I was so confident that they weren't gonna come off. And the one, he literally like hit my hand and it flew off. And I was like, this will never happen again. So I found this glue from the same company. It's called BT Art Box Gel. I'll link it below. This is the gel glue that you put on almost like nail polish, and then you press on the nail. You put it underneath the UV light, the ones that are just for one nail, and it cures it. So these would literally stay on for a month or more, or until I take them off. I actually did hit this thumbnail last night. I hit it pretty hard, and I knew it wasn't gonna survive. So it's about to fall off, but that's okay. These are 2 weeks old now. So they all look incredible, except for my little guy that's just hanging on. So I'm going to take you now into the closet and we're going to do a little try on. I'm going to show you some things that I recently bought and I'm really excited about it. I forgot to add on the other eye a little bit of the eyeshadow underneath. So I wanted them to be even, so I did that now. So I'm going to show you something that I started. I did this when I was developing my line. Started it in 2020, 2021. When I hit milestones or I really reached a goal that was really hard, I would do something simple like maybe buy myself a hand cream from Chanel, and then I would pick the gift wrapping and the card, the note and everything, and I would write it to myself. And it was really fun because I usually would forget that I did that and it came, and then it was like really a nice experience. So I've never ordered it from Louis Vuitton. When we were in Las Vegas, of course, I went into the store and I had bought this. I bought this in Miami, and it's the Rose des Vents. It's so beautiful. You can see I'm really enjoying it. So when we were in Las Vegas, I didn't want to fly back with anything, but of course, this has been on my radar for a couple of years. It's a little bit deeper. It's a rose perfume, and it's just more of that nighttime. So that's daytime for me, and this is nighttime. So what I did was it came in this beautiful box, right? And it had the bag if I wanted to really actually gift this to somebody. And then look how beautiful this is. So I just bought the perfume. It came like this, and then I had the little note to myself of what I was congratulating myself for. And inside here, you have this just beautiful, I mean, it was just really, just wrapped so nicely. And then inside here, you had the perfume bottle. And then, I can't get it out, but then you had 2 samples that you got to choose also, these little mini size samples. So you can see my nail fell off just now. I told you it was about to fall off. So that is something that you can at least see how it would come if you gifted it to somebody for this holiday, or you wanted to give something to yourself. So that was really special. I really enjoyed it. And I love that I've done this for hitting some goals, and I don't expect anybody else to congratulate me. I think that you should congratulate yourself. You should celebrate yourself with little things, whatever that is. Maybe it's a treat going out and getting a latte. Maybe it's doing something like this. I just think it's really important. So I'm going to show you a turtleneck sweater. I love stripes. This is very affordable. I bought it on Amazon. I'm going to try that on for you. And I'm going to put on the coat that I showed you recently also, but now in a cream. Right now, this is the little frame cashmere. It has like the puff sleeves, it's short sleeve. And then I have it with I'm wearing the lace sleek straight jeans that I've showed you before. I love them. I've had them on every single day since I got them. All right, I have to hold the microphone because this is a turtleneck and there's nowhere to really put it without it trying to fall down. So you can see that this is a really comfortable, classic, soft, enjoyable sweater to wear. It's not too heavy. I think that it's just so versatile. It looks great with this makeup look that we just did. And you have a little bit of a bell sleeve, if you will, not all the way down to the wrist, but it is really soft, really comfortable, and it's really affordable. So again, it's kind of a designer inspired, but you can wear it with jeans, you can wear black pants, you can put ballet flats on that are black, you can dress it up. I just think it's a really nice fall transitional. If you don't have stripes, if you don't have, maybe you're lacking in your sweaters and you just want one that's gonna be classic, quote unquote, you know, minimalistic, old money kind of style, this is going to be perfect. Just looks so beautiful. I really love the cream and the black. I think it's really nice. I think it looks really nice on all different shapes and sizes, and it's stretchy. It's not conforming. So this is one of the picks that I picked out for myself, and I thought you would also enjoy for fall. All right, so I'm going to be putting these shoes on. I have a dupe for these for you that I showed you that are a little bit of a lower heel. They do have this kind of heel, and then they have a lower one, and they only really last me because I wear them every day, 3 to 4 months, so I have to keep replacing them. But if you want something that is inspired by this shoe, you can. So what I did was I just put on my Max Mara pants. These are like the cream pants. And I'm putting on my little shoes. And then I'm going to show you this belt that I really think you would enjoy. It is so inexpensive. Again, it's inspired, but I just couldn't bring myself to pay the price for this belt. Now, I bought this, I think it was, I'm not even gonna guess, it's so inexpensive. I'll put it on the screen here when I find out. I don't wanna misrepresent, but do you see this at the end and in the back? This is basically adjustable, which I love. I can wear it with dresses, I can wear it with pants, I can wear it with skirts. I don't have to worry it's not gonna fit. So this is a quiet luxury belt. It is really, I got this in black, I got it in red, I have it in this brown. I've showed this to you before. Let's see if I can get it underneath these little straps here. So look, it's a little, can you see? It's a little too, I can't buckle it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna release it in the back, just a little, and then it's going to fit perfectly. So there we go. This is the best belt if you're traveling and you don't want to bring a lot of accessories, this is a great belt to basically get in a black and a brown, I would think for sure. They have multiple different colors. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this jacket, or really kind of a lightweight coat. This is $59. So beautiful. If you're looking to kind of give yourself a little option, but not break the bank. I love the fact that we can do like a monochromatic look. And this is very soft, it's lightweight, it's oversized. I got a small because I knew that if it's oversized, I need to size down. So here we go. I don't know about, these shoes might be a little too yellow. Let's see here. Let's get my microphone out, put it on top here. Let's see. All right. let's try, these are like the burgundy ones that I showed you recently. These are the Roger Vivier, just the brown, just like a nice little heel like this too. I'm gonna try these on instead because I think that those Chanel's are a little too, it's not, it could go, I don't know, maybe I'm being a little dramatic with like not matchy, but these look beautiful too. I actually like the fact that they're pulling up with a little bit of that metal on the top. So then we have not just the coat, we have this really beautiful little scarf that goes with it. Watch out for the microphone. Here we go. Wear it whatever way you want. Just a really beautiful, up-leveled, sophisticated, so inexpensive. That's what I love about this, is that you can just add a little piece to your wardrobe and not be breaking the bank. And it just looks so beautiful. I actually really like this color, like this kind of camel taupey color compared to, or cream colored compared to the black. I just think it's really beautiful. So I'm gonna link this below. I just wanted you to see it in a different color because I just think this is really just up-leveled, really giving you those vibes, but you're not paying the price for this kind of jacket. Again, this is designer inspired. I will link the main designer and then I'll link this for you so you can see what it looks like. Just think it's really pretty. So that was that. Now I'm going to show you this purse that I got. I actually got two. I'm going to show them both to you. One's a clutch and one's a little mini bag. Now I had a Chanel purse that I bought a couple years ago that I really didn't use. I think I used it twice. So I reconsigned it. So anytime I'm going to bring something into the closet, things have to go out. So I sent that back. And then again, things that pop up on consignment, you don't have a lot of time to like think about like, oh, I'll think about it next time. So when this purse came up, I was like, I have to get it because you can't get this navy. So I'm going to show you. This is the little bag that I got. I was just in the Cartier store in Las Vegas and I was really admiring a lot of their bags, but they are so expensive. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to wait. I will wait. I am patient. I will wait to see what comes up on consignment. This came up and I wanted a navy bag. I do not have a navy bag. So this is a mini and it has a little strap with it, which is even better. So I find navy can be a nice neutral. So I thought it would go with a lot of different things, whether I'm wearing white jeans. I just wear, if I'm wearing kind of like creams. So this is actually too short. I need to pull it down, but you can, it's an adjustable strap. But I think it's just so beautiful. And I really love the hardware here on the bag. And it's just perfect. It's not too small. It's not too big. Top handle. I just thought it was just really a very nice piece to add to the collection. And then let me show you, this is the next purse, the clutch is a little bit different for me. My husband, when he saw it, he goes, oh, you won't use that. I said, oh yes, I will. It's actually in stores right now. This is in stores now in red, green, and black, but not the navy. I cannot find what season that came from, but it's not current. So you can get the same bag, but it's just not in navy. So let me show you this interesting clutch that I got. So this is how the next clutch came new in the box. And it has, I don't know, they said it had like a little something at the front, but I don't know what that was that they were saying, but this is the clutch from Tiffany. This is actually in stores now. It is a suede and it is like it's like a green blue. You can see if it can pick up on the camera, but I love the hardware here, the gold and on kind of like on the side. It came with this little, I don't know, I think this is maybe a mirror. Just came inside the bag. And pretty much, I think they're talking about like this spot here. I don't know. There is nothing else wrong with the bag. I would like to get the little suede brush so I could just brush this. and maybe just get that out, but I think it's really beautiful. I think it's different. It's not your typical, but I thought it would be like a nice piece, like a little bit of an art piece because it's suede and it's a different color and it has this gold on it. So it's very different from any of the bags that I have. So I bought it on consignment, just happened to pop up, and I noticed that it was in stores now, so you can buy this if you want. But I just thought it was a little bit different, really beautiful for fall. And so those are the kind of pieces that I just recently got. Some affordable pieces, some are more of an investment. Again, though, still secondhand. And I'm just really enjoying kind of I think that we're almost there with the fall of the pieces that I wanted to add in. I have some new things coming up. I have some new makeup from different brands that I'm going to be featuring, and skincare. I'm very excited about that. I've been testing out a lot of different products, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed just a very classic, simple look that doesn't take up too much time, and then going into celebrating yourself with whatever that means for you, whatever you want to do for yourself, and then some affordable pieces that I'll list below. Beautiful cream lightweight coat, transitional, really cute if you want a little cashmere short sleeve, or a striped turtleneck that's really comfortable. That really is I think it's a staple. You'll be wearing it season after season. And then just a couple of the clutch and the purse that I bought that I was really excited that I got. So until my next video, I'll see you later.